Hey everybody, Alonzo here with Gulf Coast Smoke. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome for the very first time. You might hear my kids in the background. That is normal on our channel. Consider subscribing. It helps us grow. If you like barbecue or really just cooking stuff, you'll enjoy the channel, and we have a lot of fun here. Today we're back with another seasoning comparison, and I'm excited because it's two seasonings that we've never tried before, and I really like doing seasoning comparisons like this. I have Tennessee Mojo's beef, and I have Whiskey Bent's The Rocks. Like I said, this is something that happens on the channel all the time. I'm in the kitchen right now. My wife is behind the camera. My 2-year-old son is crying. My 5-year-old daughter is trying to calm him down, and my 3-year-old daughter is just hanging out doing what she does. So I'm sorry about the noise if it bothers you guys. Hopefully it's not too bad in my microphone, but let's get right into it. What I like to do on these comparisons is bring you guys in and show you guys what the two seasonings have for their ingredients, and then I like to pour them out on a piece of paper. You guys can look at the color, you can look at the texture that might be given off by the coarseness on these seasonings. And anyway, let's just get right into this comparison. In the end, what I do is I put on a blindfold, and we're going to taste two separate ribeyes with these seasonings on there, and I'm going to tell you guys which one I like the most. And again, it'll be completely blindfolded. I'll show you guys that I have not broken the seal on these, and everything is completely unbiased. I think that's the fairest way to do this. Let's get right into it. Come on in. I'm going to show you these seasonings. Okay, so like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we're going to be comparing Whiskey Bent's The Rocks and Tennessee Mojo's beef rub. What I like to do is I like to show you guys the ingredients here. So if you look at Whiskey Bent's The Rocks, you'll see salt, black pepper, garlic, onion, paprika, chili peppers, natural spices and herbs. And over here on the Mojo beef, you'll see salt, sugar, black pepper, dextrose, onion, garlic, MSG, smoke flavor, and paprika. So there is some definite differences here, and I'll show you now also that I have not opened these seasonings yet. The seal is still on both of them. So this is going to be a completely fair comparison whenever we talk about the flavors and all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to take off the seals. Do it on this one as well. Then we're just going to put the lids back on so we can shake these. The next thing I like to do is I like to pour it out on this white piece of paper. I think it contrasts really well and you guys can see what's going on. I'll move this out of the way for a second. So you'll see here with Whiskey Bent's The Rocks, there is some definite coarseness going on there. I'm not exactly positive what the coarseness is, but I think that might add some texture to the steak in the end. And now we'll pour out Tennessee Mojo beef, and I can still definitely see some texture there as well, more so in the black pepper than anything. And I think that that has a really nice color to it as well. Probably would make a brisket look really nice, but again, we're going to be looking at it in the end and talking about which one is better in our opinion. So don't forget, all of this is just our opinion, and we already know that both of these are going to taste really good. What we like to do is we like to share our opinion so you guys can get a good idea of which one of these you might like moving forward. So I personally say that I think this one has a really nice color on it. You might not care about color at all, so that might take you straight to The Rocks. And this one has, in my opinion, it looks like some coarseness, and you might not want that, so you might go straight for Tennessee Mojo beef. We already know both of these are going to be really good. These both are very well-known beef rubs, and we just know again that they're going to be good. So we're not here to talk bad on anybody, and we're just here to help you guys figure out what seasonings you might want moving forward. Now, that being said, don't forget, we do have our own seasonings as well. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but if you guys are ever interested, I always put links in the description, so check us out there. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit straight into B-roll. We're going to season up 2 ribeyes, cook them on the Weber kettle, come inside, and then we're going to get the blindfold on, and we're going to talk about the differences in between these two, and we'll choose a winner and hopefully help you guys moving forward on which one of these you might want to pick up next. In true fashion, just like most of our other comparison videos, this one was straight to the point. We got the seasoning on the ribeyes, got them on the Weber kettle, cooked them up, and now we're inside and we're going to talk about how these taste. So again, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to take off the glasses, and I say this joke every time, but it's just the truth. I can hardly see without them, but now let's put on the blindfold, and you can see there's this little piece right here that goes right under my nose so I can't see straight down. And now I'm going to ask my wife to come up and hand me a piece of steak. Yep. Hot? Okay. All right, so this is steak number one. Again, I have no idea which one this is. I'm just going to take a bite. I'll explain to you if I like the flavor, if there's any texture or anything like that. So here we go. I mean, it's hard to beat a good ribeye off the bat. And that flavor, I would say, is a pretty traditional steak flavor. So I get salt, I get pepper, I get some other spices. Very good. No complaints there at all. Like I said, that's a pretty standard beef rub in my honest opinion. So I'll put this down wherever. I don't know if that's on the board or not. I'll back up again. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, so here's steak number two. That's very good. Ooh, that's good. That has a nice, that has like a unique flavor to it. Again, I'm not sure which one it is, but, oh, I guess I'm done now, right? I can take this off. So this one actually has a really, one second, I can't see. So this one actually has a really unique flavor to it, and I would say that I actually prefer this one more than the first one. And the reason is because the first one, like I said, was pretty traditional. I would say I got mostly salt, pepper. I didn't get too much texture on either of them, but you know, the flavor on this one, I would say it definitely, it's something that I haven't really tasted on a beef seasoning, and I think that that puts it over the top for me. And I would be really interested to see what this tastes like on a brisket or maybe on some vegetables or something. So which one was this one?
The Mojo.
Okay, so this was Tennessee Mojo's beef rub. And again, like I said, that was, I mean, honestly, I'm not too sure what that flavor is that I'm tasting. I'll try and reach out to him on Instagram or something and see if he'll give me a little bit of a hint. But that gives a flavor on beef rub that honestly I don't think I've really tasted. And that's because, like I said, we make our own beef rub. This is definitely different, and I think that you guys might like it. Now again, that's not to knock on the whiskey bent rocks. This was really good, really traditional, standard salt, pepper, garlic flavor. And you know, I thought I was gonna get more texture, more coarseness out of the rocks. And on the specific bite that I had, I didn't get too much texture. Now, if we keep eating these steaks and I notice anything different, I'll leave a comment down below and I'll pin it so you guys can see that. And always look out, my wife always comments what she thinks. Sometimes I pick one seasoning and she picks the other, and she gives reasons sometimes why she likes one over the other. But anyway, we're gonna eat the rest of these steaks. We're gonna keep hanging out. It's a Wednesday night, so kids got school tomorrow, I got work tomorrow. We'll be back with another episode next week. So don't forget, if you guys want to subscribe, we have weekly videos. Sometimes we do lives. We do a lot of shorts, and again, we're growing, so we appreciate it. As always, I really appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.